Lauren looked at him with teary eyes and nodded weakly. Evan sat back, watching the boy who didn't belong in first class, yet now led with steady hands. Gratitude and shame filled his throat. The plane tilted toward land. In the cabin, fear and silence mixed. But in seat 2A, Noah held the line. For the first time, Evan didn't see a kid in a hoodie. He saw the man saving his family. The engines hummed softly. Lights blinked above. Flight attendants whispered into radios. One truth became clear to everyone nearby. If Noah hadn't acted, Lauren and the baby might not have lived. The landing lights turned on. The captain's voice came through. "We'll land in Frankfurt in 25 minutes. A medical team is ready." Noah let out a slow breath. Lauren's color was returning. The oxygen was helping. The aspirin was buying time. Still, his hands stayed tight. His body was tense. Deep inside, he knew what this meant. Zurich was out of reach. The interview he had crossed the ocean for was gone. But when he looked at Lauren, alive and breathing, he remembered his grandmother's words. Small moments matter more than plans. And this moment was not over. The hardest part was still ahead. The plane landed at Frankfurt International before dawn. The sky was still dark beyond the runway lights. Paramedics were waiting on the tarmac. The doors opened early. Lauren Callister was lifted onto a stretcher. Evan held her hand tightly. Noah stepped back, letting the team take control. He had done his part. As they rolled her down the jet bridge, Lauren turned her head and whispered, "Thank you." Hours later, in the bright hospital waiting room, Evan sat with a cup of bitter coffee. He wore a hospital sweatshirt, still looking out of place. Across the room, Noah sat quietly. A pile of flashcards stuck out of his backpack. The TV played silently with German subtitles. Neither man paid attention. A doctor walked in with a clipboard. Evan jumped up. "Mr. Callister?" The man nodded. "Your wife is stable. The clot was in her left lung. She was very lucky it was caught early. The aspirin and oxygen on the plane likely prevented worse damage." Evan let out a shaky breath and sat again. "And the baby?" The doctor smiled. "Also stable. Heartbeat is normal. We'll keep watching, but things look good. She's asking for you both." That night, while Lauren rested in her hospital bed, Evan walked alone down the long, plain hallway. The lights above buzzed softly, throwing faint reflections on the shiny floor. He passed a man slumped in a wheelchair, pushed slowly by a nurse. An older woman stood outside a curtained room,